Okay, sorry for no screen capture, just about with a tripod. Right, linkage suspension forks on mountain bikes. Well, in general, really. It's a pretty outdated technology that dates back to the 1940s and old motorcycles, mopeds and things like that. Of course, that fell out of favour for telescopic forks due to less friction. Now, the marketing idiots in this are saying, oh, well, there's less friction with these linkage forks. Well, there's not, because you've got the friction of the shock itself used in the fork, which is a standard telescopic shock, like one-sided stanchion. Then you've got all these individual bearings, which you're going to fill with mud, dirt and crap very easily. And there's also going to be, when these wear out, you're going to get play in between here, and it's going to be an absolute nightmare. It's just an old technology used on motorbikes, nearly 80 years ago. It's 80-year-old technology. It's absolutely ridiculous that they're using this and saying it's going to be, the next big thing, on a mountain bike. This is old technology, lads. Less friction, and, I know the white was supposed to be quite a good cross-country bike, but something like a RockShox fork is going to be lighter, it's just going to be stiffer, it's just going to be better in every way. It's going to be flexing every single one of these bearings here. For the bearings to physically move, there has to be a gap between the balls and the race. That's just common sense. If there was no gap, it wouldn't work. So you can multiply the tiny gap between each bearing, and so you can multiply it by 4. So it's going to be 4 times the flex just in this bit alone there is a regular mountain bike fork. Then you've still got the flex in the actual bushings inside the shock itself. It's very small, but it's there. This is just hilarious from an engineering standpoint. This is ridiculous. You're going to get dirt in here, you've got this to wear out, you've got this to wear out, you've got this to wear out, this to wear out, this to wear out, this to wear out. Then you've got, these thin metal parts, so if you do have a crash, you're going to totally destroy this thing really easily. I mean, if this hits a rock, it's just going to snap in half. I dare say it's made out of cast aluminium. Even if it is machined, it's still going to bend really easily. I mean, look at this, man. It looks like it was designed in some hipster's basement. Oh, it looks cool, and no, it's just marketing wank, basically. I mean, this is the most sort of professional looking of all of them lately, but no, lads, I mean, this was done 40 years ago, and it was really, really terrible. That's why motocross bikes don't use this technology. If it was any good, it would be on a motocross bike. End of. This is hilarious. It really, really is. It's just the most ridiculous thing I have seen in a long time. So if we go linkage forks, and I thought the whole 27.5, 29er thing was hilarious, but this is, even though I ride 27.5, I thought that was a load of marketing BS, but this is even more hilarious. So it's usually things like Harley Davidsons and really old motorcycles like this that are using linkage forks. So this is ancient technology. There you go. That's the sort of thing you should see a linkage fork on, and absolutely nothing else. There are some beautiful motorbikes in these pictures, but this is not the sort of technology you want on anything too modern. That is hilariously funny. It's especially on a mountain bike or an off-road, motocross type bike. There's lots more to go wrong. It will go wrong. The second you get a bit of dirt or crap in there, it is going to eat itself, guaranteed, like all mountain bike bearings do. The dirt and crud really does get to bearings on mountain bikes. Anyone that does any amount of mileage at all will know how many bottom brackets and things they eat. I usually do about sort of 6 bottom brackets a year, about 8 cassettes a year, along with the chain, of course, and about 4 sets of chain rings if I can help it, and that's running it to its, run it to the point where it needs replacing. Telescopic forks are definitely the way to go in comparison to this outdated technology that everyone is sort of saying, oh, it's the next big thing, like one minute they'll say, inverted forks are the next big thing. Well, they've tried those as well in the past, and yeah, those did have some advantages, but the disadvantages outweighed the advantages, namely flex. So yeah, it's just become a load of marketing BS, to say the least. This is absolutely hilarious. I'll see you later.